Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, guys. So Saturday today, and you know my Saturdays are usually to do with doing all my catching up reading, doing family chores, doing talks, doing this, doing that, blah 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 blah. So today, what do I have to do? So I've got some letters I'm supposed to translate, so I've got to get those done. I'm going to translate them from English to Arabic. I've got a talk in the evening on the world of jinn and angels, which I've got to do inshallah, and just finishing on preparation for that talk. And I've also got some reading emails and answering them, and also making vlogs for you guys. So that's my schedule for today inshallah, and answering some of your questions as well. So one of you guys asked about reading. So when I read something, I think I did the talk yesterday about the book review. So how do I retain information? So I don't know. I mean, I think if you read a lot, your mind gets used to retaining stuff. Yeah. So I think reading really helps. So not just that one-off reading consistently. And I do make lots of notes. Yeah, I make loads of notes. I mean, I can show you some. I'll try to find some of my notes, show you guys how I make notes. But yeah, you're gonna have to make notes. That's the main thing. Otherwise, you can't retain. If I read a book, I'll probably retain maybe 60% of the information. Yeah, 70%, 80% of the information. Very rarely. I've probably never retained all 100%. That's not gonna happen. So you gotta remember that when you're reading any book, inshallah. So keep that in mind, guys. And how are the vlogs going so far? What do you guys think? Anything I need to change? Anything I need to add? I'm always reading your comments, guys, even though I don't answer them maybe there and then, but I do read your comments and I really appreciate them. So this is how I write notes for my talks, guys. Yeah, so I thought I'd show you how I prepare for my talks. So this is you know, so I write, for example, today talk about angels, talks about jinns. So I just write stuff, just brainstorm what I can talk about, and then for example, like angels, obedience, Jibreel alayhi salam, the unseen. So all these things that come to my mind, and then what I do is I put in order. I think to myself, okay, what would be the best way to present this stuff to the public? Yeah, what would be the most beneficial? And then I'll write it up. Yeah, so then I'll write it all up, and I'm going to write it up. So something usually like this. So this is roughly kind of get an idea, and so when I do a talk, then I get an understanding of how this should be done. So when you guys give a talk as well, or if you're going to give a public speech, I don't know how you guys do it. You put in the comments, yeah, how do you guys prepare for a talk? So this is how I prepare for a talk. So finally, I've got the letters done with the help of some students as well. And one of the things about translating is you have to remember, sometimes like when we study Arabic language, you might study classical Arabic. So if you study classical Arabic, the translation is going to be a bit classical. So you're translating from English to Arabic, remember. So what you want to do is translate modern. So you got to read how, you know, in the modern day today, how Arabs write letters and how they express themselves as well. So it's a bit different from the past. So that's, maybe I should make a video. What do you think? Put in the comments if you want me to make a video on how to translate from Arabic to English or English to Arabic, you know, through my own personal experience. So anyway, I had a meeting with a brother, mashallah, he's a student, studying in a madrasa, and he came from up north, and he's asking, because I went with his father to Palestine, so he was asking about me if I can give a talk down his mosque. So inshallah, I might be coming up north, yeah, to Oldham sides. Inshallah. So if you guys are from Oldham, shout out to you guys, and put in the comments, inshallah, and maybe we can meet up when I come down there, inshallah, to give a talk. So anyway, I'm preparing. I've got about an hour or so left for, what time is it now? Well, half an hour, supposed to leave in half an hour. Gotta get printing done for these letters. Gotta give it to the guy, and alhamdulillah, today I had a good conversation, a phone conversation with one of my students. Alhamdulillah, you know, sometimes when you have a good conversation with your students benefit a lot. You know, you get to know what they like, and you get to be a bit more informal with them. They tell you their secrets. So it's good. Sometimes it's good that the teacher knows more about the students, because then they can treat them accordingly in class as well. Sometimes one of the problems I have is sometimes students don't tell me their problems, and so I have to deal with the education side of it. So I don't know what they're going through at home. I don't know what they're going through at work and everything else. And then they expect me to know. Sorry guys, I don't have ilm al-ghaib. I don't have knowledge of the unseen. So you have to tell me your problems. And once you tell me your problems, I kind of get an idea, so I can give a judgment accordingly. So that's what I like to know. Sometimes students might feel a bit shy. Students, if you guys are listening, yeah, you better listen. You can send me an email. You can write it on a piece of paper if you want. You can speak to me after class. You can contact me, phone me, email me. So lots of ways to contact. So inshallah, I can listen to your situation. And then, if later on you do have problems, I know that this student has problems with their parents, or this student has. And I don't know if you guys experience this as well. So you put in the comments. Do you guys get this as well? Where sometimes, because your teacher doesn't know you that well, you feel as though the teacher isn't really giving you that attention accordingly. Yeah, some students are attention seekers, so you don't want to be attention seeker. Yeah, so all you attention seekers out there, this is not to you, okay? I don't want any emails from you, long 10-page emails. Yeah, no attention seeking emails, just genuine guys out there. So anyway, I'm going to leave you guys to it. I hope you guys have a nice Saturday. Come down if you're in Birmingham, come down for the talk. It's going to be at Central Mosque. And inshallah, I'll hope to see some of you guys there. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.